shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Back to throw, it's Holly. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He wants to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the court.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Holly. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Turning it on. Touchdown Auburn. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Wells. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, they've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up. We're predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Floating away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I like that decision by the quarterback. There are a lot of young guys out there that would try to find a way to somehow get this ball in the end zone. You start trying to get too greedy, and that's when you start throwing interceptions in critical moments. That was just 2nd down. You can throw that one away, live to play another down. You've got 3rd coming up.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Really good job by this defense, man. Fourth down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on fourth down.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Gets the back moving. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 run.
Touchdown, Arkansas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Holly. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows?
There he goes! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Makes the grab. It's Clark. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little...
A shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite...
Throws toward the end zone. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incomplete.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Blunt. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll run it. It's Wells. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Holly. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got rid of it just in time.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
They send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He'll start this drive firing. Caught on the outside, it's Wells. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Blunt. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
This one's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blunt.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Blunt. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Holly. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quickly to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Going to try to get it himself. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. to pass. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds space on the right. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Dropping back, it's Holly. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy in 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Brings into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Looking to scramble. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man, it's Jones. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Holly. Pulls it in, it's Clark. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Catch in the middle. It's Blunt. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Touchdown Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 6 over Colorado. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to change this route. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Back to throw, it's Holly. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the
those guys having those kind of days is Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Blunt. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Got it in the middle. It's Blunt.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Blunt. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So
it's blocked. Now they've got to get on it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Leaves it with the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Holly. Looking to scramble. They get to him as he throws.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left but wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right down the middle. Rolls it in. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football. I got the lead. The clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I'll make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. When this guy consistently feels where the ball's going, that's interception number 8 on the season.
Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Holland. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And he'll be taken down. A sack by the defense that might very well be wiped out by that little yellow piece of laundry. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blunt.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the first down. And we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Caught. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Last chance coming up. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David